contest set forward for is for the WWE Championship.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Welcome to Around the Turnbuckle. I'm the Big Alboski. That guy right there is Professor Keith. Although you can't see him, you can hear him.
Yes, you can.
And Keith, this is the 3WA pre-show. There is an event tonight live in Quakertown. Get your tickets by calling 215-362-7184, guys. If you're in this area, Reading, Quakertown, Allentown, Bethlehem, Palmerton, Nesquehoning, get your butts down to Quakertown. It's going to be a great show tonight, including the main event. Professor JT Cage, the ruiner of it all, gets the challenge, faces the match of his life against main event Michael Mars for the 3WA Heavyweight Championship.
One of the richest prizes in independent wrestling right there. JT Cage has the ability to walk out a double champion tonight.
Speaking of him, joining us now, live from sunny Phoenixville, is the ruiner of it all, the 3WA Hardcore Champion, JT Cage, and his manager, the original Hat Guy. Gentlemen, what's up?
Where's Keith? Why is he asleep?
I'm here. My camera's not working for some reason.
Not working.
Good.
It wasn't working last time, was it?
Good.
Yeah, it's been an issue lately.
A lot of issues lately.
A lot.
How are we today, gentlemen?
Pissed off because there's people out there who are trying to say I don't deserve to have this heavyweight championship match, even though I am the longest current running champion out of any of the champions that are currently champions at 3WA. All right. My track record speaks for itself. And not only that, Michael Mars is the one that called me out and offered me this heavyweight championship match. He's the one that goes, oh, you don't even have to put your hardcore title on the line. He's that confident. You've seen the video with him and Nikki Benz, his manager, talking all that crap about me, like I ain't nobody. Like they're gonna walk off the team. And this is why. Well,
What does he have? Two managers? What happened to Spanky?
Spanky needs
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
JT only has one manager, and that's me, the original Hat Guy, which is better than those two bozos combined.
The manager of champions.
Manager of champions.
All right, so we got some comments here. Big David Motorman say 3WA Day, time to rock Quakertown. Perhaps a surprise hungry fish will swim upstream to chomp on a cage today. Good afternoon, David Hilt. Good afternoon, sir. All right.
Good afternoon, David.
So, Mr. Cage, Mr. Hat Guy, we are also being joined today by right now by somebody else, and that is the 3WA Women's Champion, and that'd be Autumn Breeze.
God. Like I'm saying, like, did you get clearance by me on my show to bring this chick on? Did you even consult with me to bring Ms. Breeze back to the kitchen on?
Like I'm not here to mess with you, man. Okay, we've had our little differences. We've had our scrapples. We're done. Yeah, I'm here to talk about my match, and I know I'm interrupting your interview, but you're on here a lot, so I'm sure you can spare a little bit of time because you're a little greedy with the airtime on here.
Go ahead.
A little bit.
Well, Autumn, let's talk about that match. You are involved tonight in a tag team affair with your partner, Dodge Enya, and you're taking on Shelby Waters and La Fantasia, Ronnie.
La Fantasia.
La Fantasia. Pardon me.
There you go.
I got
Not
it.
good at the Spanish, he is.
Like you are.
I could have said it. I just wanted to watch you struggle.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, say it, Mr. Professor.
Yeah.
La Fantasia.
La Fantasia.
See,
La
you were wrong.
Fantasia.
Professor.
All right, so I was wrong
Come
too.
on with it, will ya?
Get it right. She won't be wrestling me. She'll be wrestling you if you don't start pronouncing her name right.
See, how about that?
I've
Hey,
already
you got it
beaten her. I
wrong
have
too.
nothing to prove. I've already beaten her. I have nothing to prove with her.
That is true. You have beaten her.
You have, but it's a tag team match, and your partner, man, I got to admit, really impressed me at the Rumble at Raniger's. Fantastic athlete is Dodge Enya.
Yes, she is. I will give her that. And the reason for this tag match is I was told that La Fantasia paid Izzy McCoy off to attack me to try to take me out. So that's the whole reason for this tag match, and she just found herself a tag partner who Shelby Waters is kind of new to the game. I've seen her once or twice. She's not bad, but it's no competition for me and Dodge. This will be an easy win.
I did invite Miss Waters on here also to maybe have a conversation with you one-on-one to your face. She has not shown up yet, but I did invite her.
Of course she didn't show up. She's scared.
The greatest moment ever is not seeing the professor. There's classic Johnny Potter.
Yes.
All right, so
That's so wrong, but funny.
Yeah, I'd expect that out of Johnny.
I got some questions. I'm co-hosting the show as well.
Go ahead.
Ms. Breeze, about that match. How is it okay for you to go 2 months without defending your latest title, but people give me crap about not defending my hardcore title? But it's okay for you to not defend your women's championship.
Hey, I don't set up the matches.
Don't get it. Because if it was title for title, that's what I would have been the lady champion and the hardcore champion, but I'm not greedy.
Oh, that would have been funny too, because you'd be wearing that maid's outfit every month.
Yeah,
Which you
don't
look
get
kind of
him
cute, by
riled
the way.
up.
I'll give you
Don't
that.
get him riled up. We just changed his blood pressure medicine now. Please.
I'll give you that, JT. You wore that with pride.
And I look damn good in it.
You wore it with pride.
Whatever, Katie, whatever. She was all jealous. She was all up in jelly school looking at me marching around in my maid's outfit.
Oh, goodness.
well, Miss
Well,
Breeze.
and it's a little bit of mutual respect here. I will, good luck tonight on your title match. I mean, I'm not going to say I hope you win, but good luck. I mean, I gotta give them that. We were all hanging out last weekend, raising money, for a really good cause. We got along great, for that cause. So again, I respect him for that. But again, I'm not saying I want you to win tonight, but good luck.
I don't care if you want me to win. And speaking of that party, then what happened? Roadblock decides to stop. Or we over through a table. Chairs started getting thrown. Bodies started getting thrown. But it's good that we raised the money. But I'm still sore from it. But it's okay because I'm still going to go on and fight Michael Mars.
Yeah, you can't blame me for that. I didn't start that one. That was That was Roadblock who started that one.
Psychopath.
And what's this about good luck? He doesn't need any luck. He has the natural attributes to win this match and beat Mike Mars for that title.
He needs luck. He's going up against Michael Mars. He's not a little boy. He's not a little guy at all.
This man
You're
doesn't
half
need
his
any luck.
size.
He has the natural ability to be a world champion in this company. So don't say good luck.
Good luck, because it's not going to happen. Michael Mars will walk out of there still triple
The
WA
other
heavyweight champion.
team was an upset on you too. How do you like that?
Good luck in your match with dodging you.
I don't need luck. It's an easy win.
She dodging.
Wow. All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck there, champ. And when I say champ, I know you're both champs, but Miss Breeze. And thanks for coming on here and sharing a few words. And I'm sorry that none of your opponents decided to show up and talk some smack to your face, but I did invite them on this platform.
That's
But
'cause they know
again,
better. That's
again,
'cause they
good,
know better.
again, good luck tonight, and we're looking forward to it.
All right. I will see you later. Again, JT, good luck because you're going to need it.
Good luck to you. Back to the kitchen you go. Get her off the street. Get her.
Yeah, maybe I'll make you a cake for your 16-month reign.
My sweet 16-month.
Don't be surprised if you're not wearing it though.
Wow.
Off the screen.
I'm gonna go get ready for my match tonight, so I will talk to you all later.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you all tonight.
There
All
she
right,
is,
see you
the
tonight.
3WA Women's Champion, Autumn Breeze.
3WA. I'll do the closing for her. The 3WA Women's Champion Autumn Breeze is going back to the kitchen, where she will focus and hopefully come up with some kind of strategy to defeat the other team tonight. Moving on.
Moving
My
on.
next guest is the original Hack Guy.
In all my sartorial splendor. Tonight, we're going to crown a new world heavyweight champion. A new 3WA world champion.
But we'll say that.
JT Cage, he has all the attributes. He's been in the gym. He's been getting prepared. You don't understand. He spent more time in the gym than anywhere. This man's going to win that title. Like Michael Mars, you can say all you want. I don't care about your 30-plus years that you have in this business for almost 40 years. Whatever. You look great, Michael Mars. I'm not saying that you're not a great champion, but you never met anyone like JT Cage. So before you go out tonight, you look at that title belt real good, because the last time you're going to see it worn around your waist, courtesy of JT Cage, the ruiner of them all.
That's right.
It's hard to argue that.
Oh, there are other matches on the card?
Well, absolutely.
There
You
are
want
some other
to go
matches.
through some of the other matches on the card? We can do that.
Yeah, let's
roll through them, baby. Roll through.
We can do that. I can pull them up. I mean, only a few matches have been technically signed, but
let's talk
Yeah,
about.
We'll technically analyze
yeah.
them.
Let's talk about the 3WA High Impact Championship match.
Yes, indeed. That's what I'm looking forward to, too.
Greg, the Mechanic Manual, who I think now is the second longest reigning champion currently, against that bastard Slayer. Let's talk about that.
sure. What do you want to say about it?
Because Slayer is all alone now. He couldn't get it done with us. Couldn't get it with Brickhouse. Now all of a sudden he gets a championship match, a high impact championship match against the Mechanic, who still hasn't fixed my damn car, and that's why he's still not expected. And I'm riding dirty. Manual. Personally, I don't like either one of them. I don't.
What a shock.
And Big Al Boski, I know back in the day used to stalk Greg the Mechanic Manual, so I know what you're going to say. Oh, the Mechanic, because he was at SmackDown and everything else, like you did a few months ago. Stalker.
Hey, people change their minds in a few months, bud.
Hey, and if anybody still is wondering, yes, the bounty is still on the head of Slayer.
Yes, Nico Gray did not get the job done. He won by technicality. I know he was trying to say, I need to collect my bounty or something in some video or whatever, or maybe it was on Facebook. No. I showed Hack Guy that video or that comment, whatever it was, and he's like, not off of that. You're supposed to take Slayer out.
Right.
The stipulation is they have to put Slayer out of professional wrestling for good to collect that bounty. Not pin him in the middle of the ring. Anybody can do that.
I've done it.
Or make him submit. Oh, no. It's not that simple. They have to physically incapacitate the man.
Well, given Slayer's win-loss record, I wouldn't say that just anybody could pin him in the middle of the ring, but I take your
that's why
point.
nobody is collecting the bounty. And until that happens, the bounty stays with the original.
Well, I mean, I don't think that Greg the Mechanic Manuel is the kind of guy that worries about bounties. I think he's going to be just defending his high impact championship. But
I know.
Well, he can't make that much money being a mechanic. I can make his life a little bit richer if he puts Slayer out for good.
What Greg needs to do is take that wrench out of his mouth that's in that picture and bash Slayer head in. That would do the job, because that's the only way he's going to beat this work rate stuff, this let's lock up stuff. It's not going to. He's never fought anyone like Slayer before. And I will give Slayer that, because he's a lunatic. He is
very
psychotic.
dangerous, man.
You're not wrestling Slayer. You're fighting Slayer, and I don't think Greg got the fight in him, because I haven't seen it yet. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, guys?
No.
I think that we have seen over and over again, every time you count Greg out, Greg comes back and wins. Greg's been able to defeat Cortez Castro. He was able to defeat Tommy Vex. He's been able to defeat both members of Dog Nation on multiple occasions. He's beaten some game challengers. You're right. Slayer's unlike anyone he's ever been in there with, because you're right. Greg tends to wrestle, and he's a wrestler, and Slayer is a maniac. Slayer is a fighter. Slayer will bite. Slayer will claw. Slayer is impossible to prepare for.
Right.
But if anybody is going to be able to pull this out, Greg's going to be the one.
I don't think so. Because Greg's going to try to handle this as like a professionally wrestling match, and not realizing he's in there with a caged animal. He's not realizing that a lockup, or a headlock, or a head scissors, or a huracarana is not going to get the job done on Slayer. You got to dig deep. And I don't think he's got it in him. Whoever's trying to get a Facebook call right now on my time, which one of you? I hear it.
It's not me.
The Big Alboski.
Well, I mean, we share the screen for Facebook in order to show the next match, and so my Facebook remains open. And
I don't need the explanation,
because I have whenever we do these 3WA pre-shows, I always invite several wrestlers who will be in action tonight, and they're all responding to me all at the same time, the wrong time. They need to respond to me like hours before, not right on
during my show. You tell them you're interrupting my damn show. I'll tell them. I hope y'all watch it. Whoever y'all is, interrupted me. Interrupted the original hack guy, interrupted the Big Alboski, and you can't see him because he's like John Cena, but you interrupted Professor Keith.
Wow, I think JT actually said something nice about me. It's going to snow.
You want to be on my show? Come correct. Don't come all late. Well, even though we were late today, but it's okay.
I just want to say something in regards to that last match with Slayer and Greg Manuel.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to just point this out, that at any given time, I still can control Slayer. And that's all I have to say about that. Whoever he's aligned, whether he's alone, whether he's aligned with somebody, another manager, whatever. If I want to, I can still control Slayer. And he knows that.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because right now it seems that he's alone.
I'm not going to divulge how.
No, I know, but right now he's alone pretty much. Yeah, I don't think he's aligned with anybody.
No, there might be people that I think would feel sympathy for him, but we've seen incidents where people have tried to take him out, people have tried to collect on the bounty, and nobody's run out of the locker room to try to save him. So I would say at this point, there might be people sympathetic to the situation, but certainly not enough that they're going to go in there and they're going to stick their neck out for him.
So who do you think's going to win, Big Alboski? I already said what I have to say. I don't think Greg's got it in him.
Well, every time I pick against Greg the Mechanic Manuel, I'm dead wrong. And so I'm going to, just for lack of a better reason, I'm gonna pick Greg the Mechanic Manuel, because he's had that title for I don't know how many months. I mean, he hasn't had it for 16 months like yourself, but he's had it for quite some time. About a year, right? Or close to a year.
Close to a year, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, every time I think he's got somebody that he can't step up to, he steps up and proves me wrong. So I could easily say, well, Slayer has the experience advantage. Slayer has the unpredictability advantage, but Greg the Mechanic Manual, I'm going to pick Greg the Mechanic Manual because I'm tired of being wrong. And maybe I'll be wrong again.
You are. It's okay. You're wrong. I can tell you that to your face. You're wrong.
Yeah, well, you've told me that before, and I've just smiled and took it.
You've been wrong. Oh, this person's going to beat you. And we know I like the original family, but they're going to beat you. You were wrong.
I have never, ever picked against the original family. Don't go there.
Huh.
Much to my detriment.
Moving on.
I picked you to win that last man standing match. I was dead wrong. All right, so moving on. We got the 3WA Tag Team Championship with Rule Britannia defending against the Brotherhood led by the Wolfman. What do you guys think of this?
I thought something was interesting on Facebook where Theo Ivory, because I follow all that crap, Theo Ivory said that, or someone said to Theo that they shouldn't be defending the titles against those old men. Those old men should be retired. And I laughed because it was a funny comment. And Theo agreed that they shouldn't have to defend the title against them. Like, what did they do to deserve a rematch against them? And from what I'm understanding, this match is no disqualification.
That is true.
So for what I'm understanding, it doesn't say it on that, but I've seen it somewhere advertised that it's no DQ. Theo, they might be old men, but out of those three people, I've been in the ring with Roadblock, I've been in the ring with Wolfman, and they'll beat the hell out of you, especially if it's a no DQ type situation. Don't take them lightly.
You were in the ring with Wyndham too?
Yes, I haven't been in the ring with Molson before, but I've been in the ring with Wyndham. Yes, but what I'm trying to get at is you can sit there, you can call them old men, but they will beat the hell out of you if you take them lightly.
And they beat the hell out of them last month. I mean, we saw that. Rule Britannia got almost zero offense in on them. That's why this is no disqualification. Rule Britannia had to resort to hitting them with the tag titles and causing a disqualification to get out of there in one piece.
Yeah. Now, Theo, you under the tutelage of Wyndham, and Wyndham will tell you, I've seen Wyndham fight Jack Molson in a steel cage match. And it's because of Roadblock that Wyndham lost that match, because Roadblock turned him as his flag bearer, and Molson won. But still, Molson beat the hell out of Wyndham in that cage. Theo, you need to take this more seriously, or we're going to see new tag team champions in the Brotherhood.
Absolutely, they do, because there's no getting disqualified this time. There's no walking out of the building because the Brotherhood could just go right out after them. Keep it going. There's no stopping it.
Exactly.
Well, I'm interested to see the Prime Minister of Professional Wrestling sing God Save the King for the first time. That'll be interesting.
Didn't even think of that. You know what? That is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. But yes. And again, this is a thing where, on paper, no disqualification, those two monsters should destroy them. But again, with Rule Britannia, I'm never, ever doubting Rule Britannia again. Rule Britannia will have a plan. The Prime Minister will have a plan, set, ready, go, and they'll figure a way out of this. But, I mean, it's going to be, man, like you said, Cage, they better not take these guys lightly. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, you call them old men all they want, but they whoop your ass if you ain't careful. Not mine, but theirs.
All right, so we're being joined by someone else.
Oh,
and he is the manager of the Cerberus, Nico Gray.
Oh, God, no.
And his name is Brickhouse.
Where is my medicine? Oh, look at him. Look at this nerd.
Thanks for the introduction.
Out of my face. Look at this. Look at this chunk. Get the hell out. Get him off. Get him off my show.
Oh man, for a chump, I'll tell you, I woke up a little bit early today to make sure I was on time for this.
We rolled him out of bed early. So how are things going with you, Mr. Brickhouse? How are you today?
There's some things that have happened as of late, but doing good and looking forward to the show today up at Quakertown.
Now I noticed
looking at Cage here. Good.
Well, I noticed that your boy Nico Gray is booked, but he doesn't have an opponent announced. You have a preferred opponent for Nico Gray, or does it? I mean, is Nico Gray other than Cage? Is there somebody that Nico Gray is gunning after?
Other than Cage, I mean, I'm fighting for that title. It's time for this.
That's why I said other than Cage.
And see, that's the thing is that we actually had our hopes up because last show Nico did beat Slayer, and we should have been in line for the hardcore title, but then the hardcore champion goes and accepts a challenge from somebody else to duck and dodge again. Now, what upsets me even more about this is we beat Slayer. All right, Slayer gets the high impact title shot. We are still waiting. How does that work out? Oh, wait, because the coward hardcore champion ran to something else. So he doesn't have to worry about defending his title. So he has to hold on to it another month instead of saying, hey, Nico, let's do this. But no, he ran away.
Whoa. How I got this one. Whoa. Number one, I don't book the matches here, pal. That's number one. Okay, so yes, do I think it's a little unfair that Slayer all of a sudden gets a high impact championship instead of Nico maybe going after that title? Yes, I agree with you. For one time only, a limited time. But let me tell you something else though. I ain't run from a damn thing. All right, Michael Mars put it out there into the universe to want to challenge me to be his first defense of the 3WA World Heavyweight Championship. Who in their right damn minds in professional wrestling would not accept the world title shot of any company? Who in their right mind? Because if I were to go, you know what? No, Michael Mars, I don't want to try to get the richest prize in the company. I'm sorry, I turned you down. Yeah, I might as well hang up the damn boots and throw my shit in the dumpster. So,
already been done.
I know, but why in the hell would I turn down that? Why would anyone turn down that? No matter what title you currently hold, why wouldn't you want the ring?
And Brickhouse, let me tell you something.
But you're holding a champion, all right?
As manager to manager, if Nico was given the same opportunity, he would have done the same thing, and you would have allowed it, just like I've allowed it, JT Case to go after that world title. You can't tell me any different. And if you say,
see, actually, I could, because I do believe. What happened, Grandpa?
What happened?
Okay, so let's go along those lines there. Now, Cage holds the championship, right? Claims to be the reigning, defending 16-month hardcore champion, blah, 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 blah. But yet, instead of defending it, he's finding a way to hold on to it longer.
Finding a way? What does he not understand?
Wait a minute.
Mike Mars.
The challenge was made to JT Cage. Michael Mars challenged JT Cage.
All I did was
fight him for his world title.
All I did was tell Michael Mars to keep Spanky at bay, because the next time I'm going to break his neck, like how many times I wanted to break yours. Michael Mars is the one that took offense to that and goes, you know what? I'll put my title on the line. Just like he keeps trying to step over me, thinking like I ain't nobody. I'm a stepping stone. If that, like I'm nobody. That's what he says to me. I'm nobody. So he just really literally goes, well, I'll give you a title shot. You don't even got to put your hardcore title on the line. Because you know what? If he would have given that title shot, and this is his loss, I probably would have done a title for title match. But he specifically said, I don't even want your hardcore title. I just want to defend this against you just to prove a point. But the point he's going to prove is that he's going to be the shortest reigning champion in 3WA history because I am leaving with 2 belts. And then Nico and I can talk. But until then, shut up.
See, I got to stop you there. I gotta stop you there because you're saying about Michael Mars being the shortest reigning champion in 3WA history, but right now the person that holds that record isn't he a member of the original family?
Who are you talking about?
Tyler Sims.
Tyler Sims has held that title.
What was he? 2 months as heavyweight champion.
There's a little. He wasn't beaten for that title. Tyler
That is
Sims
true.
had an injury, a bicep injury, and he had to give up.
I mean, you mentioned about shortest title reign, so I got to bring it up.
But this will be shorter. This will be shorter. Tyler Sims at least held it for a couple of months.
All right.
This
Yes,
will
on
be
the
his-
technicality, you're correct, but he did
Sorry.
not. He did not lose.
All right, Mr. Brickhouse. Before we get you out of here, I do
Okay.
want to ask your prediction on JT Cage versus main event Michael Mars for the 3WA Heavyweight Championship.
Well, if you're going to go into who can be more ruthless, I've had multiple interactions with JT Cage, so I will go with them. However, if you want to go with skill and experience, like Michael Morris has said, he's been in business now almost 30 years. So that has to go with Michael Morris. Will it be a tough one to call? Yeah, and especially with this new, what's his name, Nicky Ben's manager coming out now. But I'm sorry, I got to give credit where credit is due, where even with that type of aggression and experience as manager, that goes to you as well. But I gotta say, like my honest opinion, I'm going Michael Mars this match.
Okay. Oh God. He went with Michael Mars. He went with
David
Michael
Hill.
Mars.
Heartbroken.
Brickhouse is
I thought
awesome.
we were going to be good friends too, James. This is going to deter our friendship. You know that.
He went with Michael Mars. Let me just, just take the hardcore title because I can't.
What friendship?
That guy think they're so good they should come to SWO. Well,
Tell SWO to come to
Well,
us.
let me tell you something. What was his name again? Dave who?
David.
I spent 7 years in SWO, and I managed some of the greatest talent down there. So I was in SWO. So maybe someday I will come back and bring JT Cage with me, and we'll prove something down there.
Nice clouds, bro. I saw your clouds, man. Nice clouds.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so Mr. Brickhouse, we can't wait to see you tonight. We can't wait to see your man in action tonight in Quakertown.
Thank you.
And same competition
Nico
action.
Gray, you got any last word? You got any last words for the ruiner of it all before we let you go?
You can't duck and dodge us forever, Cage. Your day is coming.
I ain't hard to find. I ain't hard to find.
Well, it depends on where you're looking, since Webster's hollering you.
Oh God, really funny, Brickhouse. Now you get no cake. Now you get
No cake for you.
No cake. No cake. You can't have cake and eat it at all.
That sounds good to me.
All right, Mr. Brickhouse, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tonight in Quakertown.
Yep, thank you for having me. Be safe, Alan.
All right.
Yeah, you too, brother.
There he goes.
Am I wrong? I'm going to ask you both. Am I wrong? So he's faulted me. All right, so the man has faulted me, and a couple of people have done this, faulted me for accepting a challenge thrown at me for the richest prize in 3WA. Who in their right mind would say no to that? Whether you're accepting it or not.
I can give you that. I mean, Steve Austin used to say that too. If you're not in this business to be the world champion, why are you in this business?
Exactly. So how am I at fault for not defending the hardcore title? Which, by the way, like I said, Mike Mars specifically said in his challenge, I don't even need you to put your hardcore title on the line. He literally said that.
He said he didn't need you to, but some people could argue that's not necessarily the same as saying don't do it, or that it's not an option. I think you still had the option to put that on the line as well if you had wanted to.
Okay, but now I'm thinking in my mind, the reason he didn't want me to put my title on the line in a title for title match, because he knows the rules will change. because then this match becomes my territory. This match becomes my element that I've done for 16 months. This match becomes 3WA hardcore.
That's very true. That's very true. And then I have to ask you, considering how successful you have been in that element as the hardcore champion in hardcore matches, why didn't you decide to put the title up simply because of that? Because it would give you the ability to say, okay, because my hardcore title is also on the line, now we have to have the match my way. Was that a strategic calculation, or was that something you didn't even think about?
He didn't want it. He literally said he didn't want. Why am I going to risk my title for someone who doesn't want it? He literally says, and I quote, "I don't even need your second-rate title." In his words, like I said the whole time, I'm like beneath him. He thinks I'm beneath him, and he's gravely mistaken. He's about to find all that out tonight in Quakertown.
I have definitely questioned Michael Mars' attitude going into this match, because I think any time that you don't take an opponent seriously, you open yourself up to, all it takes is 3 seconds. Right. And we could have a new champion. So I definitely question and don't agree with Michael Mars' approach of, let's just not take JT seriously. I mean, I question Autumn Breeze doing that in her tag match and saying, like, I've already beaten this girl. The other girl, I don't think she's experienced enough. This is going to be an easy cakewalk. Again, 3 seconds. You only have to be off your game for 3 seconds, and you're beat.
Yes, exactly. You're beat. He's being too cocky, and this is your representative for a heavyweight champion. Tyler Sims would never be this cocky. If Tyler Sims
I don't know about that.
No, he would, because Tyler Sims would march to that ring and do what he got to do. Tyler Sims don't take any opponent lightly. Look at J-Cat. He didn't take him lightly. Still beat him, but he didn't take him lightly.
Right. Well, it seemed like he was taking J-Cat lightly until J-Cat proved himself. And, of course, that match, I think, opened you guys' eyes to him, and that's why you lured him into the original family.
No, we welcomed him into the original family. Right. We broke bread for him.
What's with that word, Lord, Professor?
Lord.
Well, they see it one way, I see it another way.
We got
he didn't lure him.
Hey, I didn't have any candy or a white van with no windows.
We kidnapped him.
I didn't lure him in there.
Yeah.
He came willingly.
So I have a bunch of comments directed. I have a bunch of comments directed directly towards JT Cage by an old friend, and I put old friend in quotes. And that is KC Lycan Cutler Jr.
Oh God,
from the throne, saying, well, JT Cage, the throne is coming, the throne is watching.
I'll tell y'all what. I see y'all throne. I see y'all doing things, winning titles, making lists. By the way, I will congratulate you on making the I can't think of the exact initials. It's the top 500 of the
PWI 500, yeah.
PWI 500, yes.
No, not PWI 500. It was like a list for the top 500 of the black wrestlers across the nation.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Theo had that too.
Yeah, and Theo's
remember that.
Too, but congratulations. Yep. They ducked and dodged me, but it's okay. They ducked and dodged my black ass, but it's all right. I don't need those accolades. I'm a 16-month champion. I don't need that list. But congratulations for you.
That's the BWI 500.
BWI 500.
Yeah, there it is.
But congratulations to you for being on that. But you know what? If you do step back into 3WA, I'm going to beat your ass out of that list. You ain't going to be on no list. The only list you actually going to be, no, I lied. The only list you're going to be on is the injured reserve list, the sidelines. That's what you're going to be. Don't ever try to come at me.
Also the list that were defeated by the ruiner of them all.
Yeah, I can list
that
list. I can list
and
them
that
all.
list keeps growing and growing and growing.
And bottom line, because here's the thing, even if my title is down on the line and I'm doing these tag matches or cage matches, I still come out on top. So you can't deny me. You can't. Everything that Brickhouse is saying or anyone else about, you only defended it this many times. No. Like, I still win though. So if it was a title defense, I still gonna win.
Can I speak to that, please?
Go ahead.
All right, so I totally disagree with everything that Brickhouse said, because you're not ducking Nico Gray and you're not ducking anybody. You were challenged, and when you're challenged for the 3WA heavyweight title, like the hat guy said, who the hell wouldn't take that opportunity? Hell, I don't wrestle. If Michael Mars challenged me, I would take him on for the 3WA
I love to see
heavyweight
that.
championship.
Where is Michael Mars? I want to see that. Michael Mars needs to challenge you.
I invited
that
Michael
set up.
Mars onto this program, Professor, and Michael Mars denied. Like,
you know what, Al? On your behalf, I'm going to talk to Michael Mars today.
Well,
We're going to get that set up. We're going to get that set up for October. If he can get by JT Cage, you're next in line.
Whatever. What my point was is that Professor, would you take that opportunity?
I'm not a wrestler, but I understand. But that's not the point. But I understand your point. If you're challenged by the heavyweight champion of the world, why are you going to say no to it? Now, I would say Nico Gray needs to get himself a great match tonight, win that match, and you know what? Next month, let's come back. There's 2 shows next month. Yeah. On one of those shows, get yourself into contention. Make yourself undeniable. Get with Dino. Get with Katie. Get with Demetrius. Get yourself that title shot. Do the work to get there. Nico's been doing the work, but you know what? Keep yourself in line, because I don't ever agree with JT and that guy. At least I can't remember ever agreeing with them. But on this particular point, I do agree with them. If you're challenged for the heavyweight title, why are you not going to take that challenge? You're crazy if you say, oh, yeah, I'm not interested.
Yeah, really. Like, and I don't get why people can't get that through their thick skulls. Like, I'm not ducking anybody. Mike Raw is going to stand there across the ring staring me down, too. I'll punch him in his face, too. Make a medium well, maybe well done with this. I'm ready to cook Raw. You know, like, you get out of here. But then y'all want to cry that I'm not defending my archetype because I'm fighting for the heavyweight championship, the biggest prize, and I'm at fault for that. It's not like I begged for this match. He challenged me. I said, yes, that's how the world works. Like, what's so hard?
Go for the gusto, baby. And that's what we're doing.
To be the best, you gotta beat the best.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, I'm the best hardcore champion ever in 3WA history.
And nothing would make me any more proud for JT to win that title and bring it back to the original family where it rightfully belongs.
And then the original family have 2 belts again. And don't get me started, because I got a grand plan, and I'll do the spoiler for you. Because once I win that heavyweight championship, and I already said this on Facebook, this is the plan, and I'll tell the powers to be, hey, I'm the top dog, I'm gonna do this. Mm-hmm. I am going to take the 3WA heavyweight championship. I am going to take the 3WA hardcore championship, and I shall merge them together to make it the 3WA hardcore heavyweight championship, and the whole land of 3WA turns hardcore. And this man knows all about a hardcore federation.
Yeah, I can go on and on.
So this match is not just about me and Mike Mars. This is for the whole landscape of the 3WA, because I will do just that.
Times they are changing. Starting tonight.
So that's your spoiler. That's your big surprise. If I win, those titles will be merged, and the whole 3WA becomes hardcore, like a certain federation called ECW, where there were no rules, the land of the lawless, the land of the extreme, the land of people not bitching about people getting heavyweight title matches and ducking people, or people just punch someone in their mouth if they had a problem, bust them over the head with a chair. That's what I want. I want a land of lawlessness. That's my dream. That is my vision.
Oh, well, that dream is going to come true tonight. Tonight in Quakertown. So if you people, whoever's listening to this podcast, you don't have a ticket yet, you better get one, because things change starting tonight.
And to get your tickets, fans, if you're watching this or listening to this, you can call 215-362-7184, reserve your tickets. All tickets are $20. Bring the family. It's a great time in Quakertown at the Q Mart. It's always a great time, and it's very interactive with the wrestlers during the intermission, and there's always plenty to do at the Q Mart prior to the event, but doors open at 6:00. Bell time's usually around 7-ish. Yeah, you'll see the 3WA hardcore champion JT Cage in action for a 3WA Heavyweight Championship match against main event Michael Mars. You'll also see that women's tag team match featuring Autumn Breeze and Dagenya versus La Fantasia and Shelby Winners. You will also see the 3WA Tag Team Champions, Rule Britannia, defending against the Brotherhood with the Wolfman, Jack Molson, and the Roadblock Chad McCoy. You don't want to miss that one. That's going to be a barn burner of a fight. And other stars will be in action. Those are the matches that are advertised, but Nico Gray will be there. We just heard from Brickhouse a little bit earlier. Brickhouse and Nico Gray will be there.
Greg
Samuel
Manuel versus Slayer. Samuel Adams will be there. SWO stars will be there.
Dog Nation is scheduled to be there. I don't know if Hackeye could speak to the fact that maybe J-Cat might be there. I don't know. He's in the original family.
Yes, yeah, he's scheduled to be there.
There you go. So, I mean,
people have been asking me about Marvelous Malcolm King. He's been on assignment for the last couple months. He might be there tonight. He's on assignment doing original family stuff. I can't guarantee that Malcolm King will be there tonight, but if he is, whoever his opponent may be, I feel very, very sorry for them because.
And the professor and I recently spoke to an up and coming. The professor and I recently spoke to an up and coming fan favorite that will be there tonight. He has promised that, and that is the Dude. The Dude will be there tonight, Professor.
And most likely he will be in action because, as you said, the Dude is taking Quakertown by storm.
What storm? What storm is this? Storm. Ain't taking nothing about no damn storm. What storm?
Love the Dude.
Storm.
All right. So.
Just jealous. Just jealous.
All right, so gentlemen, you have anything to say in closing? It look like we're going to wrap this up because we don't have any more scheduled matches to talk about. We've talked about it all.
What do you say about the big announcement I just revealed about merging the hardcore title and changing the whole landscape? That's monumental. Yeah, and it just glossed over it like it ain't nothing.
Well, you have to win.
I don't think that you're going to defeat.
Just going to say that.
Probably what it is, but we're going to do this. JT is going to defeat Michael Mars, and we're changing the landscape.
Well, I believe in fairness. I agreed with you guys that Michael Mars is taking you way too seriously, and way too lightly. And I think that's a gigantic strategic opportunity for JT. And I know you, Hat Guy, have probably been showing him that video nonstop while he trains. You know, you're a smart manager that way. I would have certainly been doing that as motivation. Anybody who thinks that this isn't going to be one of the toughest matches of Mike Mars' career, you haven't been paying attention. You can complain about JT's tactics, the Hat Guy's tactics. I've certainly done it on commentary, but you cannot deny the underlying ability. He's not the hardcore champion for 16 months by accident.
True. And I got a never say die attitude. You're going to have to kill me to beat me.
That's very true. Demetrius Arion tried very hard at Renegers.
But did I die? Did I die?
You did not. Luckily, you were not seriously injured at all.
My body built to go, baby. This body right here built to go. This is the body that Autumn Breeze wanted all of this about.
Oh, God.
And this is the body. That's why you got people fighting over who's going to get a hardcore title shot against. Because they know this body built to go, and to beat me is a trophy in itself. But they can't collect.
Well, my opinion is if you do win and that landscape does change 3WA, I don't know if Quakertown's ready for what comes next because 3WA will change forever, and it will be a very interesting turn of events. But I do, as always, wish you the best of luck in your championship match. I never bet against the original family, and I've been right more than I've been wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and predict you are going to win tonight and early congratulate you on becoming the new 3WA heavyweight champion.
Go to bed. Can't be all sentimental here.
I'm not being sentimental. I'm stating the facts.
Yeah, you are stating facts, and I'm glad you're stating them. because I am going to be main event Michael Mars. I'm not the one taking him lightly, and this isn't our first rodeo. This isn't the first time I've been in this ring with Michael Mars. Just the first time I've done it one-on-one, and the first time I've done it with him alone without Spanky Arbuckle, that prick. Michael Mars is instrumental in me joining him because I used to get bullied by the AEC. The AEC has been a thorn in my side my whole entire 3.5 3WA career. I was involved in one of their supposedly last matchups. And then my partners left me, and then Michael Mars super kicks me in the face, and everyone beats me up, and then Spanky pins me. That's Michael Mars' plan. You know? AAC comes back, brings Spanky. You know, they're talking crap on Facebook. Again, Michael Mars. Finally, I get my hands on Spanky, and I was like, no, I'm going to pass this honor on for a real manager to whoop his ass. And the original hat guy, you know, Warfare attacks me from behind, and Michael Mars wins the world title. I'm sick of AEC. I'm sick of Michael Mars. I am very motivated and focused to beat him tonight. Is he? No, he is not, because I'm a nobody. And I can't wait till this nobody rookie of 3.5 years compared to your 30 years whoops your ass, takes the title, and change 3WA forever and go down in history as the most influential, most important person with the most important manager by his side in 3WA history. And you best believe that is going down tonight. So get your tickets now or die, because I am going to burn the place down.
And Michael Mars, I know you're a little worried because, you know, you have Spanky by your side, and now all of a sudden you have this Nikki Benz. So you need two managers. JT Cage only needs one. I am the mastermind manager in 3WA. Don't you forget it, Michael Mars. Don't forget it.
All right, fans, if you want to be part of this big event tonight in Quakertown, come on down to the Q-Mart, hang out with me and the professor, see some great 3WA wrestling action, the main event of which is the ruiner of it all, JT Cage takes on Michael Mars for the 3WA Heavyweight Championship. To reserve your tickets, call 215-362-7184 and come join us tonight down at the Q-Mart. It's going to be a happening.
Yes, indeed. Only a few seats left.
2 titles tonight with the original family.
JT 2 belts, Professor. Mark it down.
It could happen.
It could definitely happen. For the hat guy, for JT Cage, Autumn Breeze, Brick House,
hat guy,
and the professor, I'm the Big Al Boski. This was the 3WA pre-show. We'll see you tonight in Quakertown.
You think you know me?
Oh, yeah. If you smile.